my race, my faith, my gender, everything, because of the beliefs that I have, that when we take advantage of those things, then we are being white supremacists. Because most people, when they think about someone that's white supremacist, they're thinking about the guy in the fatigues and he's in the woods and he's shooting and target. But I am being white supremacist when I accept an establishment that gives me more than it gives you. If I know that, if this is something that I'm aware of, and I take advantage of that, then that makes me, I believe, that puts me in the category of being a white supremacist. Now, how do I not take advantage of it? Because I've had white people ask me this, how do I not take advantage of it? Do I not take a job that I know is given to me because I'm white, and if I had been black, I wouldn't have gotten that job? Do I not take that job? I have to eat. My children have to eat. So we get into realities, and there are things that we cannot not do. So we are white supremacists because we are taking advantage of a system. But what we have to do, what we must do, is to try to stop that system from being as it is. Try to undermine that system in any way that is legal and not going to land you in jail, hopefully, rightfully land you in jail. But you have to fight it. You have to try to stop it. But that still doesn't stop you from taking advantage, because every day of your life as a white person, all day, everything that you do, everywhere you go, you are taking advantage of being white. Most of my people, they don't think about that. They've never had to think about that, which is the greatest advantage of being white. They don't have to think about it. It's not a determining factor in their life. That is a conscious factor. And I'm talking too much.
No, you're not talking too much. Please. As a person who classifies himself as white, and even as white supremacist, as you have just stated, what specifically do you view your role to be as you interact with other people who classify themselves as white?
I've said for a long time, God's placed me on a path that there's not many other footprints on that path. There are some. Thaddeus Stevens he's one of my heroes. Most white people wouldn't have any idea who he is. I have the responsibility to try to change it. I don't actively celebrate the 4th of July because you don't have freedom. You're not free. You have oppression every day of your life. If you have children, when those children are born, you have to immediately begin to teach them what they cannot do in order to survive. And I love the Lord. Everything that I do is because I read the Scripture and I see direction that's given to me that I don't hear white preachers preaching. See, I don't hear it in the pulpit. And I don't understand why I don't hear it in the pulpit. So my response, I'm the one that causes it. It's not, I don't understand white people that that talk, and in their words the blame is placed on the recipient of the oppression. You know, like, okay, the oppression is here, so get out of the way, and then you're not going to be oppressed anymore. That's not how it works. I am the oppressor, so the responsibility is mine to stop that. Now, stopping it, that's different. It's hard because I don't have any power other than the power of being white and taking advantage of what I don't have money. I don't have influence. So how I stop it, I don't really have anything except a big mouth and words that I know are wrong when I see a wrong. And if something's wrong, God says it's your responsibility to change it. And I know we don't want a sermon here, but I believe He's going to hold us accountable for the things that we've done and are doing, and do not try to make a difference to change. And when I stand in front of Him, I want to have some of those things where He's going to say, I know you worked at this. And everybody always wants to know what's your angle, especially non-white people. What is it? Why are you doing this? And of course that comes from 500 years of white people not doing anything good unless there's something in it for them, and I understand that. And in a way, I'm in that same category there. I have children. I have grandchildren, more grandchildren on the way. I don't want those children growing up having to dodge bullets. And the young black man he's a much different product of our oppression than what the young black man was 100 years ago. I don't want my children in a civil war in this country between black and white. So in that way I'm selfish, see. And the fact that I want God to smile on me and say, I've seen you do, that in itself is selfish. But He's also given me a burden. And there's not any way that I can ever say to you that I know what you go through. See, there's no way that I can do that. And He gives me understanding that I can't do that. I can't know what your life is because of the color of your skin, because of the amount of melanin that God placed in your skin. I can't know that, but He has given me a heart to hear the pain when your child is mistreated because of the color of that child's skin, that beautiful child. He's given me the ability to have a small degree of understanding about that. And for me not to act on it would be unforgivable in His sight.
How did you come to this level of understanding and the decision to speak the way you speak and do what you do? Because as you said, for instance, you don't hear from the pulpit from white preachers who read the scripture and promote and encourage Christian living, for instance. But yet your faith path seems to be the same, yet you have a different perspective what influencing